like, so I went to back to my old college this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, well, I didn't really go there. I kind of just happened to be there because like I
That's a good
went.
weekend.
Yeah, when I went to
That's
go,
been nice the
like
past couple of days.
it was like, well, like on Sunday there's a huge gathering of rugby players, and we're all gonna get together and just play a little bit.
Right.
Because it is yellow phase now. It is yellow phase.
Mm-hmm.
We can't do that. And
Started
so
what,
we'll
Friday?
yeah, Friday I think. And well, bars out there are opened.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the rooftops are.
Yeah,
Rooftops are
yeah,
open.
yeah.
Well, we went out Saturday night to the rooftops and just got hammered. We were
Nice.
like, we don't know what to do, and I haven't been to a bar in 3 months, so I want to.
Yeah, might as well.
So rooftops are really cool.
Mm-hmm.
There's still regulations and stuff like that,
Oh, yeah. That's the
but
one thing that opened up with yellow faces. Even restaurants, they can open up if you have like an outdoor patio, like Timothy's, I think. They open theirs.
yeah, exactly. Um, that's fantastic for people to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, so I went up there and like it was just nice to be up there and it was
Oh, I
gorgeous,
bet.
fantastic. But anyway, that kind of what that was leading me to my what I wanted to say is my friends up there, girls were like, "Oh, let's go to the beach for a day." I'm like, "I'm down. Like, I'll go for a day trip." And they're like, "Bethany Beach." I'm like, "From here, it's like a 3 hour drive."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, well, we're Rehoboth." I'm like, that's 10 minutes
That's
closer. That doesn't do anything. Anywhere in Delaware to the Delaware beaches is a 2.5 hour drive minimum.
well, even to the New Jersey beaches, it's still what, 2 hours?
Yeah, from Lancaster, it's like a 2.5 hour drive still.
Yeah.
2 hours drive. I'm like, guys, that's
Unless you're
stupid.
making a weekend out of it,
Yeah,
there's
I told her like if we go and someone has a beach house, I'll go. I'm not gonna drive down at 7 a.m. for 3 hours and then
mm-hmm.
hike back at 7 p.m. or 6
Yeah.
p.m. doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when we're all gonna want to drink. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not doing that to myself.
Mm-hmm.
It's like long weekend, hotels or whatever, Airbnb, I'll do it. Or someone has a beach house, even preferably, I'll go for a weekend, no problem. I'm not driving from to near Harrisburg all the way down
Right town, yeah.
to Bethany Beach. I'm like, I'm just not doing like I'm not doing that. It's
No,
not worth it.
it's not.
And all the girls, they're all texting like today. They're like, "Oh, when is it happening? Let's go, let's go." We're like, and like half the guys were like, "No,
No.
this is so dumb.
Yeah.
Like, this is not worth it."
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it's like the water's not gonna be nice enough. You're just gonna go on like beach and get drunk.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Like, guys, someone throw up a house and I'll go.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, "Come on, Brian." I'm like, "No, just no." I need to get a haircut too.
So do I.
Like, it's really bad.
Yeah,
It's
mine's
going
getting
over
worse.
here. Yeah, it's my friends like if I took my hat off, which I'm not going to. My
No.
friends say I look like I should belong to Green Day. That's how bad my hair is right now. They're
Yeah.
like, "You look like you belong in Green Day." I'm like,
That's what I was going for.
yeah. I was like, "You got me." It was either that. I was like, time to get a cut then.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna get the sides trimmed up by my ears.
Yeah.
But
The funny thing is, actually, like, I think either my junior or senior year in Bloomsburg, we were just one day, we're just like, a friend of mine, we're just like, let's just go to the beach. Just randomly, it was nice out. It was nice, like, couple days, I think it was supposed to be. And we're like, let's just go there for the day, like this weekend or something, if it's nice out.
that's even further for you guys.
I know it is. It was still like a 2 hour drive.
Yeah.
We were trying to find the closest one to us, and it was still like 2 hours. We didn't going down to it. We just said, "Fuck it, let's just go to the bars instead," and that's what we did.
Okay. Yeah, it's like I want to go day like I'll go to a beach from where we live.
Yeah.
It's only like I'll even go to Delaware from where we are because it's only a 2 hour drive.
Yeah.
Or like it's like an hour 45
Mhm.
minute drive. And if
Yeah,
you go to like the New Jersey beaches, it's like hour and a half maybe.
Something
That's
like that.
that's worth it. But if you once you're reaching like kind of like a 2.5 hour to 3 hour drive, I'm like, I'll go 2 hours.
It has to
Regardless of
be.
the limit.
It has to be worth it somewhere.
I also told people I'm like I'm not driving. Like
Yeah.
someone can drive.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, if I'm like, cause I'm going the opposite way of the beaches to you guys to stay.
Right.
I'm not going. But I think they're trying to convince us in all of us right now. This is so
Right.
This is dumb. Let's all get our own sand and get a little kiddie pool and we'll do that
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing. But I really do want to do a beach trip soon. I'm excited.
That'd be great.
It's like
I mean, luckily I have the pool, so it's not a grave need for me to go down to a beach because I can only sit poolside, which is pretty much what I did all weekend. And the next couple of
Yeah,
days because
but
I'm
like
off. But
having
it's
a
not
pool
the
is
same.
great. Having a pool is great. Having a hot tub's great. But it's just like something about the beach is like.
Oh yeah, I know. It's calming, relaxing kind of thing.
But I would 100% rather spend money to go for a weekend than go
Yeah,
for a day.
exactly.
Unless going for a weekend is not an option. If it's going for a day is the only option, I'll do it. But we're all kind of like, no, I'll
Yeah.
do it
So,
because then you can actually get hammered and be with
exactly.
everybody. Walk, then you can walk.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone can drink because if people go down, three people can't drink.
Right. Right. You have to kind of space out your drinking more. So.
Correct, because then they
Yeah.
have to drive. Like,
Right.
you're gonna watch 8 of the people get drunk,
Mm-hmm.
and 3 can't drink.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, well, this is
This
as
is. Mm-hmm. I'm a little
bad.
farther, I guess, just because I went to Bloom. I'm more used to the longer, like 2.5 hour drives. So for me, that's not that big of a deal to me anymore.
I'm
But
not. So I don't care
if
about
it goes past like 2.5, 3 hours, then that's where I'm like, I can't.
my thing is no, I don't care about drives either because I used to drive like 9 to 11 hours for coastal, but my main thing is the kind of like the benefits of what you really. Like, I don't want to get up at 7 a.m. Like, I just don't.
Yeah, exactly.
To be in the car for 3 hours to get there at 10, I don't want to. And if you don't want to get back till later at night, you have to leave around like 7 p.m.
Yeah,
6
and
p.m.
only really hang out there for
You
like
could be in the car
5
for like
hours or
6 hours.
so.
You could be in the car for like 5 to 6 hours. You could be at the beach for what, like 9?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Maybe
like
maybe even less because I'm assuming you eat before you leave
you
or
got to eat, you got
whatever.
on parking, you got to do all this stuff. So give yourself. So you can say you get down there to 10. You'll be there from, I say, by the time you actually set up and you're on the beach and you're ready to just do nothing, you're there from like 11 to 6, 11 to 5. So 5, 6 hours you're only there for, and you're gonna be in a car for 6 hours. It's not.
It's
It's
not that
not
worth it. No.
That's why when I went this past summer for a day, my friend and I took her. We left at like 9 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Got there around 11, but we stayed till 6. It was only an hour, 15-minute drive, hour and a half.
Right.
We went to Avalon, so it was like
Okay,
an
that's
hour and
not
a half
bad.
drive, right? So
Yeah.
that was worth it. 3
Mhm.
hours for like a 6-7 hour trip, worth it. I'll do that. But when I'm reaching the 3-hour one-way trip, 2.5 hours one-way trip, I'm like,
Yeah.
not gonna happen.
No.
That's just my opinion on that.
Oh, I agree. Even if it's just like for one day, like, or 2 nights and one day, something like that, or if you're just there for like one day, but you can at least drink the day of and then can like sleep it off, so you don't have to worry about driving that night.
Exactly. That's the thing. I was like, if I'm gonna go anywhere, like my friend lives in Virginia on Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, well, he lives in Virginia, so like it's like what, like a 5-hour drive,
Something like that.
6-hour drive maybe. So I'm like, all right, I'll drive that 6 hours, but I'll go for like the weekend. So I'll go Friday evening, Saturday, and most of Sunday, and I'll leave Sunday evening.
Yeah.
That's worth it. That 10-hour drive is worth it because it's gonna be like 3 hours in a car, and it's gonna be for a long period of time too.
Exactly.
So I'm like, let's hold our horses. I told them all, like, let's wait and like see if we can get an Airbnb or a hotel, and like we all pitch in for like 2 hotel rooms. Everyone just fucking deals with sleeping on the floor.
Yeah.
And, like, get 2 large hotel rooms with the 2 beds, and people just deal with sleeping on the couch and like the floor beds, like for 2 nights. I'll do that.
Yeah.
It's like $90 a room or whatever, $100 a room. You have like 6 people sleep in one room. Split that down the middle. I was paying like $15.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not that bad.
No, I mean, I also don't want to do that, but like, I gotta do an Airbnb because you don't feel as bad walking in hammered.
Right.
Like at a hotel, you're like, yeah,
you have to go past the lobby. There's still someone behind the desk.
You guys have to be respectful because people are gonna be like staying there.
Yeah.
Airbnb is just all the degenerates that are going with you, so it's kind of like, it doesn't matter.
The people at the hotels are like families or whatever, enjoying like a vacation to the beach. They don't want to see a bunch of like drunk post-college kids just being loud,
exactly
walking in.
Exactly. It's like, oh man.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Even when a couple years ago, I kind of talked about this, the last podcast before, when we went out to Boston, and even that was like for 2 days at most, and it was really just so we can go see a Phillies Red Sox game in Fenway and tour Fenway and everything. That was the main reason why. But everything outside of that was just kind of do whatever in the city because we've never been to Boston before. Why not? It was a 5-hour drive, which is not terrible. The only hard part was going through New York City. That was the hard part. Everything else outside of it wasn't horrible.
Yeah. Like that's like I used to drive to Florida,
mm-hmm.
to my Florida house, and it
Oh,
was
yeah, I've done that drive before.
It's a 17.5-hour drive one way. But thing is, like, we'd go for, like, my friend and I would go for a week, but we'd also split. We could also drive long distances. Like I could myself, I could probably drive 10 hours.
Right.
Well, I'm probably 9.5, 10 hours till I'm like, all right, someone switch with me.
Right.
But the point where I'd have to switch, I probably could drive 12, 13 hours by myself. I mean, just myself before I'm like, someone has to switch.
Right.
I want to shoot myself.
Yeah, that's a rough drive. That's a rough drive going down to Florida.
See, it wasn't bad for us because we'd leave at like 8 p.m., get to DC around like 12 or 1 a.m., and then after DC, it's you ride 95 all the way down. It's a straight shot. So it's after DC. If you want to get past DC, that you're golden.
Oh, that's not the hard. The drive isn't the hard part. If you just take 95 down, that's not terrible.
Yeah,
it's the hours. It's like the 17 hours in the car.
Yeah, like
and for us, there was like when we were younger, we would always go down to Disney, and we would, instead of flying down, we drove down multiple times. So for that, you at least, but like for a kid, you just have like a movie on or whatever. But even then, it's like you still have to kill another like 15 hours. We leave at like the middle of the night, so we still get there like kind of during the day, kind of not. It's a rough drive.
That's how we drive the entire night through.
Right.
So we get there in the morning or late morning. But yeah, no, the hours, our last trip on our way back, we hit like 15 hours. My friend and I, we looked at each other like, we're never doing this again. We were flying from now on, and we flew last year. We didn't go down this year because of this virus, but last year we were like, we're flying, we're not driving.
Yeah, that's what we did. That when we were younger. Ever since going down to Florida, we've always flown down.
Yeah, I remember like our one friend. We went to go to the beach for a long time. And she wasn't. I can't believe. I don't know why she was not allowed to drive. Like I just I never understood that. Like she knew, like her family knew you. But she was friends with all of us. But I guess her parents didn't know us. But she's like, yeah, you have to come get me. I'm like, I'm not driving 2.5 hours to Wilkes-Barre and then driving back,
all the way back. Yep.
All the way back past my area. I'm like, come to me. Come to my house. Come to like you live right next to me. Jeff lives right next to us. I live like, you can stay at one of our houses and we'll be fine. We all just meet up, we'll just go. Because we all live within 10 minutes of each other. And she's like, I can't get down to you guys. I'm like,
yeah.
Then you're out of luck. I'm not coming to get you.
Right.
I always remember she's like, oh, come get us. We're like, no.
Yeah.
That's a you issue. I can drive. You're just the one who can't.
Just someone having to go up and drive and come back. It's pretty much 4 hours.
Yeah, it was probably like over 4 hours.
Yeah.
Where she lives like in the middle of like past Scranton kind of thing. That's a 2.5-hour drive up.
Yep.
And then if you get to the beach, it's an hour and a half past our place. So you're driving.
I've done that drive. It's actually better. It's actually an easier drive going there than it is to Bloomsburg. It's pretty much an exit later, but it's not as bad.
Yeah, because once you go straight, I've driven because I've gone to Scranton, but like all you do is drive straight. You like you said, next exit over, and you make like 2 more turns and you're pretty there.
Much, yeah.
Bloom, you have to go through like a whole bunch of hills and turns, and it's a pain to get to. It's like once you're there, you're not there actually.
Right.
You're in town to your place. It was like another like 7 minutes. Probably 10 minutes to the lights.
Oh yeah. Even another hard one because my uncle lives in South Carolina, right by Clemson, like 20 minutes away from Clemson. So even that's a pretty far drive. And last summer, we drove down for a weekend, and that's a 10-hour drive, I think it is for us.
Depending on, well, because yeah, Clemson is a little deeper than the coastal.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it depended on so it really depended on, well, because you will drive, so going from South Carolina to PA is hard.
Yeah.
You have to time the DC traffic.
Yep.
When you leave from here, you can time it easily. You can like 8 p.m. Cool. I'll be there. I know what time I'll be there. From there, you're like, you have to get to from here. You don't go through much.
Yeah.
You go down one and you're there already.
Mm-hmm. And what we would do, we would just completely try to avoid the DC traffic, so we go
like towards Baltimore.
Yep.
Up.
Yep.
So you go out west and then go up and then go back east.
Yeah.
I've done that once and it just took me too long.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, from like here going down, it's easy because you can calculate it. But when you're going from there to up, you're like,
yep.
Because you have to drive about 6 hours to get there, rather than, you got to drive about 6-7 hours just to get to that area.
Mm-hmm.
And there you have to hit Richmond and Fredericksburg before you hit DC. That's also the issue.
Right.
That can slow you up, and then if you miss it by 20 minutes, you're screwed.
Exactly.
Rather, like I said before, here you have to go through what, Delaware?
Yeah.
And you have to go to the Baltimore Washington Pike, but that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it took me about, the earliest time I got home was like 9.5 hours.
Okay.
Earliest.
Yeah.
The longest it took me was 12.5.
Yeah, we were always around 10 hours.
Yeah, I fluctuate between 10.5 to 11 hours. But my fastest was 9.5. I flew. But I mean, I like driving.
But that is one of those things I always kind of wanted, kind of like a bucket list kind of thing, is to just do a road trip, like hit places while you go down, so it makes it more worthwhile.
That was a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I did that.
Yeah.
My friend and I went to visit our other friend. One friend, he had an internship in Wisconsin, like right next to him, like the University of Wisconsin.
Oh yeah.
So my friend and I drove from my house to him,
mm-hmm.
and we stopped at a whole bunch of places on the way there. A lot of fun. And we ended up in Chicago at one point. But it was a lot of fun. I do like that. If you have a long trip, you kind of stop and you don't really have a destination, or you don't really care what time you get there. You don't have like a time limit. That's what I like.
I like that too.
But other than that, driving's not bad.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
You gotta think about the cost. You gotta think about like the pros and cons.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of thing, the cost and what's going to benefit you and stuff like that.
Right now, seems to be a good time too, because gas prices are still pretty low.
Yeah, it's like what, $2.25,
something like that.
That's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
It was like 110, like
right.
20. No, not 110. I'm dumb. 210
something
or
like
like
that.
195. I'm like, oh, that's amazing. The only thing about the South is that their gas prices are so cheap. I could get a gallon of gas for $1.90.
Right.
South Carolina. I'm like, oof. Rather up here, it'd be like a whole dollar more.
Yeah.
Basically, it'd be like, oh, well, screw me, I guess.
But that's always something I want to do, like go down south, like hit Nashville or New Orleans, something like that.
I want to visit Nashville. I haven't yet, and I really want to.
Yeah, so